Hey there, I'm Jason Odell, and today I want to talk about tripods. I've talked about tripods in the past, and I recommend some tripods on my website, luminescentphoto.com, but I get a huge number of questions from customers and other readers who want to know some ideas for tripods that don't blow their budget. Now, I've always used and recommend using, I've used Gitso tripods, but they're some of the best out there. They're also very expensive. And so I want to talk about a couple of things, and I'm going to show you a few tripod models that I got to review courtesy of B&H Photo. When you're looking for a tripod, there's a couple of things you need to really take into consideration. The material it's made out of, you got aluminum, you got carbon fiber. That's going to really dictate the strength to weight ratio. So your tripod's going to have a certain load capacity. And what you want to do is you want to go, when you're reviewing tripods, check the load capacity and make sure that you add up not just your camera and your heaviest lenses, but also the weight of any ball head that you might put on the tripod. Speaking of ball heads, I like to get a tripod that doesn't include any kind of built-in head. Now, you might get a tripod that includes a head, and you might want to upgrade that ball head later to something that you want to use that's stronger. The ball heads that I really like to use are this one right here. This is the Really Right Stuff BH55 with an Arca-Swiss clamp. Okay, I love this ball head. It's bomb-proof, but it's big, it's pretty heavy, and it's fairly expensive. So there are other options for ball heads, but if you're looking for a ball head, I recommend getting one that has the Arca-Swiss jaws, this little clamp. That will enable you to use Arca-Swiss plates and lens brackets on your camera. They are sturdy, they won't slip. They're really the best design out there for attaching your camera to a tripod. So I don't like any of the ones where you have to screw in the camera thread to the socket to the tripod head, or those funny little plates. They twist. The custom Arca-Swiss plates that you can get from Kirk Photo, Really Right Stuff, those are going to be machined to fit on your camera or lens, and they're not going to twist when you're using them, and that's really important in the field. So a tripod with a removable head, so you can customize that. The other thing you want to look at is the height of the tripod. And a lot of tripods are fairly short and include a center column that raises up. Now, most of the time, you really don't want to use your center column fully extended. I realize that you need to use that to adjust the height of the tripod, and that's fine. But the higher the center column goes, the less stable the entire rig becomes. So anytime you can get a tripod that either has a removable center column or a short center column, or some that come with no center column at all, that's going to be a more stable platform for your camera. So check out the height, and when you're looking at specs, don't look for the maximum height. Look for a spec, like when you're on B&H's website, for example. Look for the spec that says maximum height with the column reduced. So like it might say maximum height with without center column. That's what you want to look for, and you want that height to be right around chest or eye level. Otherwise, you're going to be stooping down a lot to look through your camera. A little extra height in your tripod's never a bad thing, because if you get yourself on uneven ground, side of a hill, you may find yourself in situations where you need to put that camera up higher or lower. Another thing you want to take into consideration when you're buying a tripod is the number of sections in the legs. So there's 3-section tripods, 4-section tripods. Usually what's going to happen is a 4-section tripod is going to be more compact. So if you have to place this in your luggage when you're traveling, that can be a major consideration. So length, size, dimensions, weight of the tripod is important, as well as load capacity. So what I've got today are 3 tripods that I've been checking out. All of them are pretty good, and they're all coming in at under $500. Some of them much less than that. I got this guy right here. This is the MT190X3 aluminum tripod. So what you can see here is that it's fairly robust. It's got a maximum height if you extend the center column to 63 inches. So a little bit over 5 feet. So that's okay. But again, with all these tripods, one of the things I like about them is that they all include a way of reversing or a short center column. So on this one, you can raise the center column. But if I unscrew this and use this little pin here, turn this around, it's a little pin here, and this mini column pops out, and you can just put it right in here. There. Clicks in, twist that, and now you can put your ball head right on here. Here's a 1/4 inch stud that you can put the ball head on. The reason for that is this enables you to shoot at ground level. So if you open this guy up, all the way, these legs are a little bit stiff because it's brand new. You can shoot almost at ground level, so that's really cool. Now this particular tripod, again, is made out of aluminum, so it's going to be a little heavier, a little bit colder, but it's got some rubber grips on it. The leg locks are these large lever locks, and they're okay. I'm not a huge fan of lever locks, but these are all right because they can catch on things. They can kind of pop, but I prefer the twist locks. But on a tripod at this price range, this is not a bad thing. So this tripod can hold 15.5 pounds. So for most people, that's going to be pretty reasonable. One thing to keep in mind with all these tripods is you'll notice there's no center brace. That's really important. You want to be able to adjust these legs independently of each other if you're on uneven terrain. So no center brace in your tripod. You want them to be sturdy. Now this tripod comes in at $179 at B&H, so not going to blow out your budget. Okay, the next tripod I've got to look at here is one from Oben, O-B-E-N, and this is the AC2361. It's also an aluminum tripod, 3 sections, lever locks, okay, and it's actually less expensive than the Manfrotto one. This one comes in at about $130 at B&H. This one has a nice design as well. Just like before, you can open up the legs, it can go completely flat, and you can reverse, or you can shorten the center column. And the way you do it on this one is you have to unscrew the little hook here at the bottom of the column, and then this column comes out. Once you've got the center column removed, you can just unscrew the top part here, and there's a little set screw in there, and it includes some hex wrenches that you can use to unlock that. Take this off. Okay. Slide the retaining screw off, and then this just fits right in here. Got to adjust the screw a little bit. That just goes right in there, and then you screw this down. And so you can have your ball head on the same platform, and again, you can open this tripod up, you can get it really low to the ground if you're shooting macro, flowers, whatever you might want to do. It has padded legs on the top so you won't freeze your hands, because again, as an aluminum tripod, these will get colder. It weighs about 5 pounds, and comes in a nice carrying bag. So this is a pretty good all-around tripod that's only $130. So you really wouldn't blow out your budget with this kind of tripod. And again, you can spend your money, you can get a good tripod head. Oben makes heads as well. You can get any kind of ball head, again, as long as it's got a Arca-Swiss type of clamp, you'll be all set. Okay, the last tripod I have to look at here is the higher end of the price range. And if you want to go with a good carbon fiber tripod, you're going to have to spend a little bit more money just because carbon fiber technology costs more to make. That being said, this is an Induro GTT104M1. This is the Gran Turismo Series 1 Stealth carbon fiber tripod. And it includes this ball head. So this model comes with a ball head, and it has the Arca-Swiss plate, and it comes with a little plate that you can use. Just gotta take it off. So it comes with one of those. Again, this is gonna twist on your camera if you have it on, if it's a heavy rig. So I recommend whatever kind of plate you get, go for the custom plates, say from Really Right Stuff or from Kirk, and get yourself one that it won't twist when you put it on the camera. Nevertheless, this is a nice little option. For the price of this entire thing is about $480, give or take. So under $500, and it includes a ball head. But again, padded arms. Now this tripod has the twist locks, which I kind of prefer because you don't pinch yourself on them and you don't catch them on things when you're traveling. And this tripod is pretty small. The intent of this one is to be more of a traveling tripod. So this is a 4-section. It weighs 3.5 pounds, and it's kind of short. It maxes out at about 62 inches, but that's with the center column raised. So this one, you can get a slightly taller one. There's a 200 series, the Series 2, and another one you might consider, same idea, a little bit more. That would be about a $500 tripod with no head, and that's the CLT304L. That one's going to extend up to about 69, 70 inches with the center column, and it's going to be real nice if you're a little bit taller like me. Nevertheless, this Series 1 Stealth tripod is quite nice. It's lightweight, it's carbon fiber, and again, you can remove the center. This tripod includes a short column. So what you want to do with this one is you have to unscrew the little hook at the bottom, pull the center column out, and then just replace it right here with the short column. Screw that down, and then you can put the hook back in. This gives you a tripod that won't be as tall, but again, you can open this up and it'll just go to ground level very easily. You can see those legs just pull out like that. So again, with the Enduro tripods, these are good carbon fiber tripods. They cost about half as much as a Gitzo one would for similar construction. They're a little heavier when you go up the scale. They weigh a little bit more. Just because their carbon fiber process is probably a little different. Nevertheless, you can go with one of these that includes the ball head, the Stealth series, or you can get one that you use your own ball head. So that's my take on these tripods. They're all very good. They're a variety of budgets. Again, don't skimp on your tripod. I have people come on my workshops, and if they have a flimsy tripod and it's a little bit windy, they get very disappointed very quickly because they get blurry shots unless they have to crank up their ISO. So the whole idea of having a tripod is to have a really sturdy platform for your camera, so you can do long exposures, you can use lower ISOs, all that kind of stuff. So any of these are going to be things that I would recommend if you're on a budget for your tripod. Don't forget to check out my full review, including links to these products from B&H, where you can check the price, because I think some of these might be on sale. www.luminescentphoto.com. Thanks a bunch, and I'll see you next time.